NaNoWriMo is here! Almost. It is currently 10 p.m. the day before NaNoWriMo, so I've got 2 more hours left until it starts, and I'm kind of just excited to get into it. Anyway, like I said, it is 2 hours before the start of NaNoWriMo, and I am currently like working on some prep-mo type stuff. What even counts as prep-mo? I don't know. But I figured I would go ahead and update y'all on my current word count and like where I'm at right now, right before the actual event starts. So like last year, my goal is to start immediately at midnight writing just to get some words in right off the bat, try to get a little bit of a head start. But I haven't been able to do some of the prep stuff that I really wanted to do. I have started on an inspiration board, but it's really just a bunch of pictures of some of the characters. And I have started on a playlist, but I've really just been adding a bunch of Day 6 songs to it, so I haven't really put much thought into it. And also just like everyday type stuff that I've been needing to do and haven't because I've been super busy, so I'm gonna try to get that done right before NaNoWriMo. And I figured I'd go ahead and update y'all on my current word count right before I jump in, because I have been writing some more, and other like pre-NaNoWriMo stuff. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm tired. I had a presentation today. It's been a long day. So as of right now, my document is sitting at 44,914 words. Honestly, I think I'm gonna try to get it up to exactly 45,000 before NaNoWriMo starts, which is only like less than 100 words, not a big deal. So I'm hoping to start NaNoWriMo right at about 45,000 words, and obviously I hope to add 50,000 words to that. If you haven't seen my video where I introduced my NaNoWriMo story and talked about the stuff I plan to do for NaNoWriMo, that'll be linked up in the cards. It's got some important information, but honestly it's just me gushing about how much I love Brian from Day 6. So yeah, I'm gonna clean my room because midterms in grad school are a complete disaster, and I might try to hang some posters because I've been meaning to do that for a while, and I'll be listening to some music and trying to get my playlist in order while I do that. So yeah, and then I'll try to add like 100 words to this before Nano starts. And I'll check back in with you either right after midnight or right after I finish writing after midnight, if that makes sense. Like after I get my first writing sprint done. Also, while I'm here and thinking about it, let me know the best way to share my playlist with y'all, because last year, super easy, Spotify, everything was on there. This year it's a little bit more complicated because a lot of my music is K-pop and or like Day 6, and JYP does not put their music on Spotify, so it's difficult. I have my playlist in iTunes right now, or I'm making it in iTunes, and I think I'm gonna make it on YouTube as well, since everything's just gonna be on there and it's gonna be easy. Let me know if you know of a better way to make a shareable playlist. I don't know how many of y'all are gonna be interested in it, but like, just let me know. So it is about 10 minutes till midnight, and I'm currently sitting at 45,002 words. So I got up to 45,000. Pretty sure it took me less than like 5 minutes to write those 100 words, so not worried about this in the slightest. The rest of my time was spent cleaning, listening to music, and putting up the postcards from the 7 for 7 Got 7 album. Basically, I wanted to put those up on my wall rather than using them as postcards, because who sends postcards? So I guess I'll just show you those real quick while I'm waiting for it to be midnight. So I already had the JJ Project poster up from their mini album this summer, and I also put up my Jin Young poster and my JB picture card, photo card, whatever they're calling it. So these are the ones that I put up. I have the Hyung line from Got 7 over here. They just happen to be my favorite members, and so I had all my favorite members on this side and the rest of them on the other side. I didn't put them in age order because I wanted to group Jin Young and JB next to each other, because I wanted Jin Young to be right there next to his poster, and then I wanted JB next to him, and then I just kind of put Mark and Jackson next to them. So yeah, that's the Hyung line. And then of course, the Maknae line is nowhere near as nice and precise. Look, this is just so nice and put together, and then this is a complete disaster because Yukim and Bam Bam are a complete disaster. But it's kind of like endearingly messy, so yeah, there's that. I've been rambling too long. And I know what you're thinking, Kristen, this is irrelevant, this is a NaNoWriMo vlog, but Got 7 pops up in my story, so yeah. Probably mostly Jackson and Mark and Jin Young, But yeah, GOT7 definitely pops up somewhere. In case I didn't mention it, Jin Young is my GOT7 bias and my JJ Project bias. And like I said, Mark, Jackson, and JB are my other favorite members. I don't have a very set order for them, but the Hyung line is definitely my faves. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past little while, and it is 4 minutes until midnight, so I'm gonna prepare myself, I'm gonna grab something to drink, and yeah, let's do this. It's time! So if you watched my NaNoWriMo vlogs last year, you will know that a constant problem I faced was the fact that I would accidentally fall asleep, like with the lights on while watching a video, or just something maybe while writing. And looks like that's gonna be a theme again because I crashed while writing last night. It's not like my hands hit the keyboard and then like my face hit the keyboard or anything, but I got about 1,400 words written and then I started getting sleepy and I just crashed. So what I'm doing now is I'm making coffee and then I'm gonna get the last little bit of words done that I need for day one, which is like, you know, a little bit over 200 words. And then I think I'm going to show you my playlist, any music I've been listening to, and some of my Pinterest board. Like I said, these are not complete. Right now, I'm kind of just listening to whatever music I'm in the mood for, rather than music that actually fits the story. But we'll get there when we get there. Right now, I'm going to get my words for the day. I'm gonna get all the way to 1,667 words, and then I'll get back with you. I just realized I haven't done this in any of my other clips, but hi, it is day one of NaNoWriMo, and the word count goal for today is 1,667 words, or 66. I'm not sure. And now that I have finished writing for at least right now, I'm currently sitting at 1,687 words, I think. Somewhere around there. So it's 9:30 on day one and I've already gotten my words for the day. It was super, super easy. Really great. Love it. Definitely gonna write some more, probably not in this exact moment, but I am definitely gonna write quite a bit more tonight because I don't have any work for tomorrow. I think that's gonna change once I have class tomorrow, but for now I don't have any work to do, so I just can kind of write as much as I want to, which is a lot. I really want to write a lot. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of my stuff on my Pinterest board and talk about what I'm listening to. Right now it's kind of a jumbled mess because I didn't do a ton of preparation like I probably should have, so you're just seeing kind of a jumbled mess of stuff, but oh well, that's my life. So since it's day one, I figured the best thing to do would be to introduce you to Brian if you don't know who he is. Like I said in my video where I introduced my idea for NaNoWriMo, this is basically a fanfic about Brian or Young K from day 6. So basically the first thing that I did was pin a ton of pictures of Brian onto my inspiration board. In my story, at least at the beginning when he first meets my main character, I'm kind of going for like this Brian look where he's got purple hair. I like it more when it's split to the side or parted to the side, so that's kind of the look I'm going for. This is kind of the look that I'm going for. This is a little bit more accurate because it's purple and it's parted to the side. That said, I do plan on having him dye his hair sometime soon in the story because I've been writing it so that his purple is kind of fading and he needs to re-dye it. And I think once that happens, I'm gonna go for Brian having like silver hair, silver/gray hair. And I think he's gonna maintain that for a good chunk of the story. I don't know, I just have a thing for Brian having like grayish blonde or purple hair. I love every look that he's ever done, but those are my favorites. So those are the ones that are going to be prominent in the story. Oh, also, if you're not aware, and if you hadn't noticed, Brian is the bassist of Day 6. And he's also the main rapper, but he is also like the lead vocalist and the main songwriter, and he just kind of does everything. Like when they do acoustic performances, he plays the acoustic guitar. Brian does everything, and he's a jack of all trades, and that's the reason why I really, really love him. Like, Brian's just fantastic. And yes, I do call him Brian rather than Young K most of the time, just because I find it funny how annoyed he gets when people call him Brian. I know that he likes the name, and he uses it when he's, like, not doing Day 6 stuff, but I don't know. Plus, in the story, he's like going about his day-to-day life and he's going by Brian because he's not doing Day 6 stuff, so another reason why I'm calling him Brian. I don't know. I just like calling him Brian rather than Young K. So yeah, that's what's important for now. So far, none of the other members have popped up. Once they do, I'll show them to you. So now I'm going to move on to what I've been listening to. So as far as what I've been listening to, I have been mostly just listening to Pentagon, which is a K-pop group that I've recently gotten into. As you can see, I don't have a ton of their music, and they don't really have a ton of music out in the first place because they're a rookie group. But I am absolutely in love, and that's what I've mostly been listening to. The one that I've been listening to almost constantly for the past week is their song Pretty Pretty. That one's just super catchy and I can't get it out of my head, so I've been listening to it while writing. My favorite song by them though is the first one that I heard, which is Critical Beauty. I absolutely love it. So yeah, so far I haven't really been listening to any music that's specific to my story, but I've been listening to K-pop, so that's kind of almost specific to my story since it deals a lot with K-pop. Hey, so it's much later in the day. It is almost 11 p.m. and I was going to wait until after I wrote some more to update, but I figured I'd go ahead and talk to y'all now. I think I'm gonna keep this first video just to day one. I don't plan on doing a video every single day. I would possibly die of exhaustion, but I have filmed a lot over this first day, so I figured I'd keep this one short and probably do every 2 to 3 days for the rest of the month. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I'm gonna attempt to do going forward. So this first video is just gonna be day one, but from here on out, it's gonna be every 2 to 3 days or so. Hey, so it is the end of day one of NaNoWriMo, and I have ended the day with a grand total of 2,695 words. Basically, I just spent the last 45 minutes of the day writing, and I was able to get through another 1,000 words, so that was really great. And so I'm done for the day. I'm not sure if I'm gonna write any more before I go to sleep, but that was my first day total, and I am still super pumped about NaNoWriMo. So excited to be writing more. Honestly, I'm mostly just gonna be happy when I get through this scene because I feel like I've been writing it forever. But I got a good chunk of writing done today. I'm gonna get some more writing done tomorrow, and we're gonna have a great time. Not much to update y'all on as far as my playlist or my inspiration board because I've just been using the same exact stuff. But in terms of music, over the past 24 hours or so, I've gotten completely obsessed with a new song, and I've been listening to it a lot, especially while writing, and that is Like This by Pentagon, which is their most recent title track. And I actually used an instrumental version of it as background music at the very beginning of this video, so if you want to go back and check that out, you can. I will also leave a link up in the cards to one of their performances that they did of it. It's just a super cool song. At first I didn't really love it just because I thought that it wasn't very dynamic for a title track, but then on second or third listen I completely fell in love with it. It's so interesting, and it's completely written, or mostly written, by the members of the group, which is super cool because they're a rookie group and they're starting to write their own music. It's just really fantastic. Yeah, I've been talking too much about this song. It's so good though. So yeah, definitely check that out if you want to know what I've been listening to. I will leave links down in the description to both my Pinterest inspiration board and to my YouTube playlist if I get that together at all by the time this video is up. Probably not, but it has some stuff on there, so you'll see some of the stuff I'm listening to. So that is it for day one of NaNoWriMo. As always, I will leave links down in the description to my blog, Twitter, and Goodreads. Please add me as a friend on Goodreads. I would love to be friends with all of you on Goodreads. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!